Good morning, everyone. It's good to be back, kind of getting into the hang of this video thing. Just now leaving my house on my way to work and been thinking about things to talk about, actually all day yesterday. And one thing I wanted to bring up was that when mentioning in the first video about the movie The Rise and Rise of Bitcoin, mentioned a man named Eric Voorhees, and there is another man who is mentioned in that movie by the name of Roger Ver. And Roger Ver is pretty maligned in the whole crypto community, particularly in the wake of the whole Bitcoin Cash fork and SegWit and all that stuff, if you folks are aware of all that history. But in that movie, Roger Ver was at that time referred to as Bitcoin Jesus. And one of the reasons for that is sometime either before or after that video was made, I came across a quote from Roger that said that the reason he got into Bitcoin, what he saw in Bitcoin, was a means of depriving governments of their ability to wage war. And that's another statement that really rang with me. In the Bible, one of the titles of Jesus is the Prince of Peace, and obviously the Prince of Peace is not down with war, so that's probably where that connection between Roger and Jesus got established. But anyway, the point in bringing that up is the fact that despite what other people may think of Roger, I personally have a lot of respect for the man. Anybody that is willing to do something to stop war is okay in my book. I wasn't involved in SegWit and all that stuff, so I really don't have a voice in that. So, people have a lot of expectations for what they want to do when things like Hex and other cryptos appreciate in value. And with me personally, I'm not so much interested in trinkets as I am people. To me, what would be one of the greatest fulfillments of success in crypto would be to hang out, have everybody in the same room consisting of Roger Ver, Richard Hart, Eric Voorhees, and myself, to be able to hang out with these guys and just have a meeting of the minds. I think that would be a sign of success for me. That would be awesome. If anything, I'd love to just make a vegan dinner for those guys, and that may sound kind of hokey to some of you, but the fact is I've been given compliments for years over my cooking by people of all parts of the dietary spectrum. So people told me for years I should start my own restaurant. So that would be a reward for me. It would just be to hang out with guys like that. Those are what I would consider the crypto OGs in my book. And I believe the reason for that is one of the things that the four of us have in common is our connection with the principles of libertarianism. Another interest of mine when I'm not in crypto is the Libertarian Party. Not only am I a card-carrying member of the party, I'm also the chairman for Yavapai County, Arizona, which is where I live. So my involvement with that is pretty heavy, and I like it. It's really fun to be able to participate in that realm. As a matter of fact, this past Sunday I met with somebody who is going to run as a district supervisor here in Yavapai County as a libertarian, and I offered to help him get some signatures so he can get put on the ballot. So we'll see how that turns out. If he manages to get on the ballot, I may suggest that he start a hex stake that can be dedicated to the county itself. That would be a good running platform, an interesting running platform to go on. So many people in office, they want to raise taxes. How about somebody offering, an investment for their jurisdiction for once? Speaking of which, as the chairman of Yavapai County, one of the things I've done recently is I set up a hex stake for the county, and as the price of hex appreciates, that would reflect on our county's fiscal responsibility. I think it would be an awesome testimony to hex if it turns out our county ends up with the largest budget or bank account because of that investment. So these are just a few things I wanted to share with everybody this morning on my way to work. That's why I'm wearing the same clothes again. Just one more reason to be done with this line of work so I can wear different clothes. But anyway, it's fun, while it lasts, so I'm not complaining. I do enjoy what I do. So anyway, that's all I'm going to share this morning, and just looking forward to seeing how the AA turns out, and mad gains, and all that good stuff. So you all have a good day, and I will talk to you soon.